morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the Tribe Beauty Box unboxing for the month of April. If you're not familiar with Tribe Beauty Box, it is very simple. It is an amazing beauty subscription, but it's bi-monthly. You pay $34.99 bi-monthly and you get 5 full-size products, retailing over $100 total for your box. This is what the box looks like inside. There's a whole bunch of goodies. I see a few of the balms, and I'm not gonna lie, I am looking forward to maybe 2 of these items so far, only because I did see spoilers. You can't get away from them on Instagram, okay? So the first item I have here says just chill with a little sticker sealing it up, which is really cute. And this is the original beauty blender. You guys know these are expensive AF, okay? These are 20 bucks a piece. Now, although I don't particularly keep these when I get them in subscription boxes, because you guys know I absolutely love my Juno & Co. sponges, I'm gonna keep this one because of the color, because it's green, and I've been having a thing for green for like the past 2 years. Different shades of green, more so the camo, but this one, honey. So I'm keeping it. It's giving me like the spring vibes. So it makes me really excited. Do I hate beauty blenders? No, I just really dislike their price. So I don't generally purchase them. But I'm gonna keep this one. Then we have this Rodeo Glam Brow Dark Ash Brown. I'm not sure how universal this is going to be. Here is the brow product. On initial contact with my skin, it doesn't feel as creamy as many, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. A lot of times when it's really creamy, it starts to break up on you. That happened with another subscription that I had. It was extremely creamy, really pigmented, but it kept breaking because it was so creamy. And it doesn't feel super waxy either. So it's, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. When it's not too waxy, it helps with the non-transfer, so it'll kind of stay in place a little better. We're gonna play around with this, but you do get a spoolie on the ends, and it kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. So that's actually a pretty good thing. Let's see. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna play with her. Then we also got Sexy Mama Anti-Shine Translucent Powder. This is actually really convenient. This is one of the products that I was looking forward to in my box. This is by The Balm, and I've never tried this, but I thought that this would be convenient to get because look how small and compact it is. You can pop this in your bag with a very small like face brush, like a mini brush, and which I actually got one last month in another box. So I can use it in conjunction with this to set some areas on my face, especially in the summer, which is when I get kind of oily up in this area. So that's exciting to get. Then we also got the Luminizer Sisters. This one comes with Mary Luminizer, Cindy Luminizer, and Betty Luminizer. So this is a trio. Even though I do have Mary Luminizer and I do have Betty Luminizer, I do not have Cindy Lou. So I was excited because the pans for the 2 that I do have are generally pretty big, and I've had to carry each pan when I've traveled when I wanted to take them with me. So the fact that I get 3, not just 2, 3, and it's compact, it's small enough, and I get all 3 in one pan is amazing. And then last but not least, we did get this Bella Pierre 12 Color Pro Lip Palette. This is one of those things where I'm always more than happy to give a try, but I'm not so enthused over it. It does come with a little mini like lip pencil. I'm not going to be using this. I know the vast majority of the people are not going to be using this, so that's kind of like a little bit of a waste. And then we have our palette right here. Tribe Beauty knows I am as honest as possible, so I'm not very enthused over it, although I absolutely love that it has like 12 shades, right? So it does have a series of shades you can mix and match and kind of create your own lip color, or you can use individual ones. They're all extremely pretty. You know, when it comes to cream lipsticks, I just don't necessarily gravitate towards them when they're in a pan. So I don't know. I'm gonna give this baby a try, see how I feel about her. We're gonna play around with her. I do find it convenient to have as part of a collection. It's great to have in your home, but it's not like that travel friendly. So I'm not mad at the palette. I just personally prefer lippies that you can just kind of like grab and go, and this is just not one of them. All right, guys, so I did go ahead and wet the sponge. It is nice and moist. This is starting to feel so weird to me because I'm starting to feel like I am cheating on my Juno sponges. I just feel like I'm cheating on my Juno sponge. I don't know, it's just so weird. And then the fact that this sponge does not have that velvety feel, you know, like surrounding it, it's extra weird. Let's move on to concealer. Let's see how this does under my eyes. I haven't used a beauty blender in so long. I promise you, I forgot like how it like totally performs in the end. So we're gonna go ahead and conceal, and I literally just thought of Elsa and I'm like, conceal, don't feel. Can you tell I have a kid? Yeah, and she's still stuck over in the Frozen days, okay? All right, guys, so since we did not receive a palette this month, I'm gonna go ahead and use this highlighter for my lids as well as the saffron palette, which is the one that I received the previous month. So the cool thing is you can use the previous month along with the current month in order to create a bomb ass look, which is what we're gonna do right now. So I'm using the Betty Luminizer more or so as a crease shade. I did prime my lids already because the shades over in the saffron palette are very like strong shades. So, and I just want to have some color over on the lid directly. And then tapping into the saffron palette, I want to use Star Anise. It is a beautiful kind of brown metallic, I don't know, shade. It's really pretty though. So I'm gonna use my fingers to dab that all over the lids, and we're gonna leave the eye alone because at that point I'm done. I know you guys are wondering, wait, but you didn't use the setting powder for under your eyes. Girl, it's the first time I use this powder, so I'm not gonna use that under my eyes, especially I'm going out today, I'm going to work. I am not gonna use that under my eyes without knowing how it's gonna perform. But anywhere on my face is okay, so I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush. I'm going to tap into her, and as you can see, my forehead has some shine to it. I generally like it. Today's a kind of pretty rainy and dull day, so I am just going to use this powder to set in place. We're gonna try this baby out. So we're just gonna pick up a little bit at a time and set those areas that look a little shiny. I generally like to set like over my nose right here, you know, and then I'll highlight the tip a little bit because a shiny nose on me is not cute. I'll just tell you that much. Just by looking in the mirror, I'm liking the powder, just saying. Now, although I would normally go for the Mary Luminizer alone as a highlight, I feel like I want to mix Mary and Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou is, look, it's like a very pale pink, so although it doesn't look bad on me, I just kind of want to mix the two together, and it'll make it a little lighter so I can actually pull this off without much issue. But look how pretty she is. We just want like a wash of glow going on. I'm gonna add whatever's left to the tip of my nose and we're gonna move on. Okay, let's try this brow pencil for the brows. Let's see how it performs so far. It's doing a good job filling. You do have to apply some pressure to really get your brows to kind of like pick up the color, but it did a pretty good job. I do like that it felt like it's actually grabbing onto the pigment and as if it's not going to blend away to nothing or like move around on me, because it tends to look pretty bad when the product starts to shift on you throughout the day. So I don't know, I just have to wait and see what it looks like throughout the day in order to decide. But first impressions, it's good, it's all right. Now, last but not least, we're gonna dive into this Bella Pierre lip palette. You guys know I wasn't going to use this thing, so I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to, even though I just talked a lot of crap about the little thingy thing. But then I remembered we did get a set of brushes by Luxie, and it came in a subscription box as well, and it just so happens to have come with a lip a lip brush. So we're gonna go ahead and use her. I don't know what color combo I want to do. I want to try more than one shade, so I'm going, oh, these are really creamy. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, so I want to use this one right here. It is Catwalk. Look how creamy this is, guys. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but could you imagine this in your purse? Okay, so this is the first shade I tried. You know what? If you're into like a moisturizing feeling type of lippy, this might be a good one for you guys. Also, if you have really dry lips and you just want something that's going to feel comfortable but have some pigment, this is a way to go. Now that I got a feel for what the formulas kind of look like, I think I want to use this shade down here. It is called Luminous. It is a pinky, brownie, coppery, I think. That's what it looks like on the pan. We're gonna go ahead and, oh, okay. Okay, so I have to admit, I really like this shade, and I'm starting to notice, and I'm going like this to make sure I have no product on my teeth, but I am starting to notice that it's not like super moist anymore. I don't feel like it's gonna dry completely dry, like to a powder finish, or like it's not gonna be like transferable. I feel like it is going to transfer at some point throughout the day, but it feels like I used a tube lipstick. Okay guys, let's get into the prices and the products. The Beauty Blender, Just Chill Blender, the green one, so pretty, costs $20 a piece. The Bella Pierre 12-piece Pro Lip Palette is $50. And I know a lot of people give feedback like, Bella Pierre, I've seen it for a lot cheaper. There's a difference between going to TJ Maxx, going to Marshall's, or even Kohl's and finding something like Bella Pierre for $12 versus what the retail value is. They're letting you know on the cards, and this is every subscription box, what the retail value is for the product based on the brand. The Balm Sexy Mama Anti-Shine Translucent Powder costs $20. I actually really like that powder on my skin, and it actually looking pretty good on camera, so that's exciting. The Balm Manizer Sisters, the trio, is $28, which I think is really affordable. And crazy enough, this automatically, without even thinking, went right next to my bronzer, like my go-to bronzer. You guys know, this is always at arm's length. And I didn't even think about it, and this trio went with that. Which means that is going to be a go-to of mine now, because like my brain just decided for me. Then we have $28 for the trio. It's actually really good. And then we have the Rodial Glam Brow Dark Ash Brown Brow Pencil, which is $26. The only issue I take with that is not everyone is going to need a brown. There may be some people who need a lighter, like ashy color. We have blondes, we have redheads. And so the reality is I don't feel like it is universal enough so that it can work for everyone. That's just like my tidbit. That is my opinion. Just saying. Did it work? Yes. Did I like it? Yes. I'm still gonna play around with it. I did, like I said, you have to apply some pressure to really get it going, but it's not super waxy. It's not like too creamy. It's actually somewhere in between. So it's got a thumbs up from me. Let me know down below which of these products you guys were like, really? That came in the box? And would give it like a AAA on your behalf. Also, don't forget my giveaway is still live. I'm announcing it as much as I can so you guys can get to it and sign up and get an opportunity to win the giveaway. There are 2 giveaway winners. I'm linking it up here. Make sure y'all go check that out. I also have a giveaway over on Instagram. It is active. It will be active for the balance of this week. Make sure you check it out. My socials are always included at the end of my videos. If you need it, you'll find it there. Alright guys, that is a wrap for this video. As per usual, my social media platforms will be right here. Make sure you go follow me there if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.